Hi Virgo, welcome to your July 2021 horoscope astrology. This is a generic astrology look. For those of you who have your sun, moon, rising and ascendant in Virgo, this is applicable for you. Do remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm putting up a new video every week now. You'll stay updated with my work. Virgos, the big news this month is the Jupiter retrograde. I'll speak more about that in detail later, and specifically as to how is it that it's going to be affecting you, Virgo, and in which house it's aspecting for you. I'll break down the month for you now. On 10th, we have a new moon that is there in your house of friendships, and it speaks about new beginnings. It's also a time of wherein that you could be collaborating with people who share similar goals, have similar ambitions. A great time also to be looking at new partners with whom you can associate your work with. On 12th, we have Mercury that comes and joins this house, and Mercury is also your co-ruler. Good time again to be negotiating, having conversations around whether there are policies that you're creating or you're collaborating with somebody, or even in certain cases, you could be creating a new company as well. Good time to be doing all of that. On 22nd, we have Venus that is there in your own house, Virgos. So lovely time. You could be feeling very confident. You could be feeling quite good about yourself. It's a great time to be doing a physical makeover. If you've been looking, for those of you who have been looking at cosmetic surgery, not that I'm sitting and advocating that over here, but a good time to be going in for that as well. Great time to be doing a wardrobe complete makeover as well, maybe even a new haircut for yourself, Virgos. Good time also to be looking at your finances, because besides the love and beauty, Venus also governs money. So good time to be looking at what's coming in, what's going out, and how much is it also that you need to be earning or saving. On 23rd, we have Sun that is joining Mars, that is there in your house of behind the scenes. It's a great it's a good time to be starting a charity project, because this is a house of self introspection. It's a house of looking, or I would say rather doing a pro and a con analysis on how far you've come. Good time to be looking at your own wish list, your goals, how far you have come, whether or not you need to be going ahead, whether or not there's a course correction that's required. And Mars and Sun both are going to be giving a lot of clarity. And while Mars can make you slightly restless over here, Sun is going to be giving that clarity whether or not you need to be going ahead with a project or not. On 24th, we have a full moon as far as your work and your health is concerned. So as far as I'll speak about your work first, Virgos, something has come to an end. Either you've finished a job, you've finished putting in your papers, finishing your role as whatever it is that you were doing. And it could be an emotional time, because full moon tends to bring about a lot of emotions on the surface, but along with it also there's a lot of clarity on the kind of work that you want to do. And as far as your health is concerned, it can be that for some of you something gets diagnosed. Maybe you have been forever been going to doctor for a small ailment and you've not been able to figure out as to what exactly has been going on with your body. And during this time it can be that there's clarity as to what is the kind of medication that you can have, or maybe there's a lifestyle change that's required that you need to be doing. Overall, for some of you it can be that you are crossing over a health hurdle, that now it's sort of finished. Maybe there was something that you were worried about or you were battling with, and now you finish with that. So that is a good news over here. Full moons, because they bring to clarity things that may have been hidden from us right now, and because this has to do around your work and your health as well, it can be that you've almost been deluding yourself to a certain extent, or maybe being in denial about maybe a certain aspect about your work or even your health. On the 28th, we have Mercury that is moving back into the house of behind the scenes spirituality. It's the house also of hospital, prisons, and self-sabotaging. It speaks about a deep psychological patterns. So good time to be maybe seeking out a therapist. Good time to be speaking out maybe what your fears are about. What is it that you really worried about implementing ahead. On the 29th, we have Jupiter that is ruling back into this house of work, and this is also the house of your health, and it's pretty much there till about end of the year. And Jupiter does a retrograde every year, once annually, and we also have Neptune that is doing its annual retrograde. So initially, and it started on the 22nd of June. So initially, even now, by the first week of July as well, we could be in a sense of a haze or not having clarity on information, and whether you're going ahead, you're supposed to be moving behind. There could just be an absolute confusion, especially as far as your work is concerned, and even your health is concerned. It could be that you're just managing too much on your plate and you do not know with the chaos whether you're coming or you're going. But Jupiter retrograde, it makes you question everything that is there on face value, Virgos. And because this is governing your house of work, it's a time to be looking at people with whom you plan to collaborate, with people whom you work. Are you really doing a due diligence before you pick up a job? Or are you in a state of a self-denial and thinking that, oh no, everything will turn out to be well and let me just, walk into it and things will work out? So Jupiter retrograde over here is encouraging you to question your own condition, question the people, or the kind of, I would say, not just the people with whom you work or will work, but even question your own conditioning on the choices that you make as far as your work is concerned. How, for good or for bad, whatever decisions that you have been taking in the past, and where is it that they have eventually landed you. We can also globally see a spike in political disagreements, and it can be that for a lot of us, you want to change, but you're very unsure about as to what is it that you need to be doing. And because Jupiter was really active, or I would say direct, when COVID was really spreading, now that it is restricted, and we can see in a lot of places that the numbers have fallen down. But when Jupiter goes again, I mean, poor Jupiter, I don't want to really blame Jupiter, but it does make a difference on things really escalating and getting really out of hand. So whether it's COVID, whether it's confusion around communication, information, policy making with the government that comes to us, whether it is being transparent as far as sharing of information is concerned, all of that can happen during a Jupiter retrograde. Poor Mercury retrograde, I think so. Gets blamed for practically everything. So Jupiter over here, while it will ask you to expand and open up your mind as far as your work options are concerned, Saturn is going to be asking you at the same time, to be careful about the choices that you make, the people that you work with, and the due diligence that you should be doing, Virgos. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Virgos. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm uploading a new video every week now. It'll be wonderful to see you there. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for